The southwest of Thailand has no end of enchanting islands. Some, like Phuket, have completely devoted themselves to mass tourism. But in the Gulf of the Andaman Sea, you can still find genuine patches of paradise that have managed to escape the tide of concrete and developers to live off a more respectful kind of tourism. Like Leonardo DiCaprio in the hit movie The Beach, we are setting off on a quest to find a rare and precious pearl. We begin our journey in Thailand's southwest, barely 30 kilometers from the Malaysian border on Koh Lipe Island. Discovering these beaches with their fine white sand and crystalline lagoons feels like finding the Garden of Eden. This little island of 2 square kilometers has 700 inhabitants. But in the winter, when the tourists arrive, the population reaches over 3,000. Koh Lipe is only open for 5 months of the year, between November and March. It becomes inaccessible for the rest of the year because of the monsoon season, which is particularly severe in this region. The raging sea makes it impossible for boats to land here. During the high season, the temperature reaches 25 degrees and the island is caressed by the warm winds from Malaysia. Perfect conditions for enjoying the beach. Koh Lipe lies 60 kilometers off the Thai coast. Every last item of the supplies needed by the island's few hotels and restaurants arrives from the mainland by boat. The most beautiful beaches can be found on the north coast. Just a few years ago, the island was completely unknown to the travel companies. Only a few adventurers dared to head so far out to sea. And the locals, the Chow Lei, could enjoy their little corner of paradise in peace. Nowadays, they're in a minority. But their traditions endure. Like these pupils of the Koh Lipe school, for example, who are practicing a dance for Loi Rua, the floating boat festival, the feast of ancestors, which takes place in May and October. While the Andaman Gulf Thais are predominantly Muslim, the Chow Lei are animist. They're nicknamed the Sea Gypsies, for they were once nomads, roaming from island to island according to the flow of the currents. Having left Indonesia over 3 centuries ago, they ended up settling here, on these small parcels of virtually uninhabited land. Nowadays, Koh Lipe's fishermen have reinvented themselves as boat pilots. On the South Beach, from morning on, they await the tourists who have come here for scuba diving or deep-sea fishing, as the Andaman Sea teems with marine life. We are going to meet one of the island's best fishermen. His name is Jack, and he's very proud of his reputation. He has never come home empty-handed in 20 years. Aboard his longtail, a simple pirogue powered by a car engine typical of this region, Jack takes us into the famous Tarutao National Park, one of Thailand's few remaining unspoiled corners of paradise. This expert fisherman knows these shallow waters well, where the barracudas hunt their prey among the rocks. He attaches a plastic lure loaded with hooks to his line. This type of fishing is known as seine fishing. The long tail will let out the line over several hundred meters and wait for the fish to bite. It doesn't take long.
Fish! Fish!
After just a few minutes, Jack has already hooked his first catch of the day. But before he can claim victory, he has to wear the fish out until he can bring it up alongside the boat. As the fish can easily break free, Jack then grabs a boat hook with which he harpoons his catch.
Oh! Very good.
He pulls up a magnificent 7-kilo barracuda. His reputation is safe. Tarutao National Park is one of Thailand's hidden treasures. It's made up of 51 uninhabited islands which have been completely spared from mass tourism. The archipelago covers around 300 square kilometers. The only thing to admire here is the succession of beaches, each more beautiful than the one before. Jack takes us to his personal favorite, a long strip of white sand bordering translucent waters. It's midday, and this is the perfect spot for a picnic. The feeling of being alone in the world sadly does not last long, as soon another boat is landing on the beach. A Thai family is exploring the wonders of their home country. This is a recent phenomenon. Thanks to the nation's economic boom, the middle classes can now enjoy holidays by the sea and discover those places which were for so long off the beaten track in the former kingdom of Siam. To find a new peaceful spot, you need only sail for a few minutes. Deserted beaches are in plentiful supply in Tarutao Park. Another island reveals a magnificent emerald green lagoon. The enormous rocks on this little beach remind you of the Seychelles. Except that here, no one will disturb us. Before returning to Koh Lipe, Jack wants to catch one last fish. This time, though, he only lands a small mackerel. The spoils of the day: a barracuda, a mackerel, a kingfish, and a silverfish. Perfect for a tasty barbecue seasoned with lemongrass, a local citrus-flavored plant. We now leave Koh Lipe and Tarotau Park for the Koh Ngai archipelago, 100 kilometers or so to the north. Transport is provided by very fast speedboats with outboard motors, which take tourists from island to island all along the Andaman Gulf. Two hours later, we reach Koh Mook, a little jewel still virtually unknown. The Thai word Koh can mean either island or rock, and always precedes the name of the place. The main activity for the few tourists who come to these archipelagos is exploring the islands one after the other. They rarely stay in one place for long, as there's very little to do. The boats spend their day loading and unloading passengers. Koh Mook has just one beach, but it is magnificent. The island has remained peaceful, as it cannot accommodate many tourists. It feels like the end of the world here. Just opposite Koh Mook is the paradise island of Koh Ngai. The beach is renowned for its sumptuous views of these immense granite rocks, emblematic of the archipelago. The island was for many years uninhabited before foreign travelers discovered it in the 70s. It belonged to the Chow Lei. Tradition had it that the girls would inherit the beaches and the boys would inherit the fertile soil inland. Today, the sea gypsy women have sold their beaches and are often wealthier than the men. Many islands in the Andaman Gulf have never really been inhabited, and nowadays the natives of the beaches are in fact tourists and expatriates. When he has no customers, Tao enjoys the peace and quiet with a nap in his hammock. He runs a diving club on the beach. The Ngai archipelago is known to divers all over the world for its exceptionally well-conserved waters. The day begins with a visit to a spectacular and completely unique site, the Koh Muk Pirates Grotto. In order to get to it, you have to swim through a dark tunnel about 100 meters long. You must hold your breath and not be afraid of the dark. But all the effort is well worth it. The tunnel comes out by a small lagoon of translucent water. Those who arrive by canoe have to leave first. The tide can come in very quickly, and visitors have occasionally been trapped here. The grotto is a huge natural well nestling among the cliffs. Legend has it that it was used by pirates who once roamed the Andaman Sea. They came here to hide their booty. Even today, some of these islands still harbor all manner of smugglers and traffickers. You have to choose the right moment to visit this grotto, as it's well known and naturally attracts a lot of people. After a 2-hour boat trip, we reach Koh Rock with its extraordinary turquoise lagoon. Lost in the middle of the sea, this desert island is the wildest in the archipelago. It's a paradise for campers who have to share the place with other inhabitants who have been here for much longer, the monitor lizards. They are distant cousins of Indonesia's Komodo dragons. They are still capable of growing up to 2 meters long, and their venomous bite can prove fatal. Far less threatening are the squirrels, who live in the jungle in their hundreds. The main reason to visit Koh Rock is not just to enjoy this wonderful beach, but to go diving. It's one of the 10 best sites in the world. We set off by boat with Tao and his wife to explore the ocean depths.
Now it takes about 15 minutes from here to go to the second dive site. It's very best coral, really nice. And sometimes you can see turtle. Yeah, you can see turtle and barracuda. A lot of barracuda. Seafish, puffer fish, a lot of them, and Nemo, a lot of Nemo here. It's very, very nice. See you. Over there, the depth is about 3 to 5 meters, and around here, the sandy bottom about 20 meters.
The clarity of the water, the beauty of the coral, and the abundance of brightly colored fish are a clear indication of how well preserved this marine ecosystem is. The Ngai archipelago was not too badly affected by the 2004 tsunami, and the rise in sea temperatures has not killed off the coral reefs as it has in much of the rest of Thailand. The clownfish have come to join the party. They live under the protection of a sea anemone, whose poisonous tentacles keep predators at bay. Here's a pufferfish, a member of the globefish family. Don't be fooled by its sleepy demeanor. This is one of the world's most venomous fish. The slightest touch means certain death. We are 20 meters beneath the surface. Tao always dives with his wife. He spent years patiently helping her to conquer her phobia of fish, and now they can work together. A crawfish has taken shelter under this rock. They're protected by law, so you can look, but you can't touch. These bizarre sea anemones look like soap bubbles. Further on, a moray eel guards the entrance to its lair.
Yeah, very nice. Very good spot.
To finish off this perfect day, let's head for the most beautiful island in the archipelago, Koh Kradang. There's only one hotel on the island, so it's best to book several months in advance. This is why Koh Kradang has remained an oasis of tranquility. It's full of magnificent, almost deserted beaches. When we return to Koh Ngai, we hire one of these ubiquitous outboard motorboats to take us to mythical Koh Lanta. Once tickets have been checked, we are off for a full-throttle 30-minute journey. Many people think of Koh Lanta as an island. In fact, it's a small archipelago made up of two islands, Koh Lanta Yai and its smaller sister island, Koh Lanta Noi. They're separated by a narrow channel which flows through the mangroves. Partially submerged forests home to a particularly well-preserved ecosystem, including macaque monkeys. The bravest of them venture forward in the hope of receiving a tasty treat. "30 kilometers long, Koh Lanta Yai is the third biggest island in Thailand. Unlike the other islands we've explored, Koh Lanta is not ideal for finding deserted beaches, but there is a small isolated islet in Koh Lanta Noi Bay. Bubu Island, a tiny secret paradise way off the beaten track. There are only a few bungalows and a small restaurant here. And although its beach is not as spectacular as those on Koh Ngai or in Tarotau, this is the best place to enjoy a quiet afternoon. Koh Lanta is famous for its orchids. To see them up close, it's better to go to a greenhouse than to venture into the jungle. Thailand has about 1,000 different varieties, all as beautiful as one another. The Thai have become masters in the art of growing these plants, which have become emblematic of the country. Their flowers are exported all over the world, and some of the rarest orchids change hands for hundreds of euros. A huge amount of perseverance and hard work is required before these magnificent flowers can bloom. But orchids would be nothing without butterflies. Their perpetual aerial ballet is an essential component of the pollination process. There are many ways to enjoy your stay on Koh Lanta. You could take a course in Thai cookery. These have become very fashionable. Juni Kovacs is from Denmark. She set up on Klong Dao Beach about 10 years ago. Her cookery school is very famous. Today, 3 worthy representatives of Great Britain are going to learn how to make one of Thailand's most famous dishes, Pad Thai, a subtly flavored dish of stir-fried noodles.
We're going to start with our egg to see if that is okay or not. If you take a little sniff, then you'll know if it's okay or not okay. There's one thing that we have pre-prepared in advance. That is tofu. You have to fry it in the pan, about 2-3 minutes on both sides, a little bit of oil. Then we have our garlic. And I don't know if you're used to these killer knives or not. When you're slicing, you keep the tip in the cutting board and you slice it from you. So slice, and then you bring it up without slicing. Everybody can try, so you have to move it. So if you go, that's not slicing, that is squishing. To move it, yeah, great, okay. And then when we're gonna chop, so if you hold it loose, it's gonna go much faster to chop. Yeah, good. And then there's one more thing that we do with the killer knife, and that is to kill. So whatever you're gonna kill, you take it towards the edge here, not in the center, because then you're going to kill something else. Towards the center, take your knife, and this is good why it's a little bit heavy. You just go boing. Okay, and then we chop, chop, chop. This is our red onion, which is actually more similar in taste to the Western red onion than the French shallot, so use the red onion instead. We peeled it already. Put it on your cutting board and kill it. Oy. Chop, 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 chop.
This recipe also requires fresh bean shoots and little white onions. The pupils are really concentrating. And now to the stoves.
What you're going to do is you put 1 spoon of stock onto your noodles. Sweet is a little bit sugar. Some people also use palm sugar there. We have 2 salty sauces. The clearest one, this is fish sauce, the one that you can see through. One of those. Then there is one, this is the mushroom soy sauce. Take 3 of those. With garlic, when you get a sniff of oil, then you put in your noodles. And there's a way of doing this. You take this side like this, and you rotate like that. Rotate it.
When the noodles are nicely caramelized, add the egg.
Okay, don't mess with your egg now. Leave it. Leave your egg alone.
I like it like that though.
And the bamboo shoots and onions.
Now, yeah?
Okay, now
Yeah?
I turned off the heat. Yep.
Give it a stir and dish it up in a banana leaf.
Is it? I
Hi,
thought it was a stingray.
It's time to eat, and everything tastes better when you've cooked it yourself.
Next dish. What are we cooking next?
Juni's other passion is animals. She has used the profits from her cookery school to build a refuge and a veterinary clinic, Lanta Animal Welfare. They don't just treat domestic pets, but also abandoned dogs and cats that may have been injured in an accident or bitten by a snake. All the vets and their assistants here are volunteers who came to Koh Lanta on holiday and ran into Junie, and subsequently decided to forget the beach. This Australian lady, for example, will spend several months on the island.
A lot of the locals now, they know about us. This little guy got run over by a motorbike about 4 days ago in the evening. The owner rang us up the next morning to pick him up. He's got no mum, so we have to feed him milk every 4 hours because he's so small. And he had a big head injury here, a lot of blood loss. And when he first came in, he was just in a circle, always to the right, head turned around. We're very busy every day, and they can ring us up in the night as well if there's an emergency, something's been poisoned, run over. We're there 24/7 to help out and do the best that we can.
We're not sure what it is. Huge. I'd say 99% of the volunteers are very committed, they're very caring. They work 6 days a week, 6 hours a day. It's quite hard work, it's not vacation, and you have to be, but it is very rewarding. A lot of the volunteers come back again and again. You laugh a lot, but also sometimes you cry.
But Junie does far more than just treat these animals. The centre has received unique authorization to take these animals from Thailand to be found a new home with new owners all over the world. Perfectly preserved beaches are still to be found on Koh Lanta Yai's southern tip, as there are no hotels here. The few tourists who come here play Robinson Crusoe. They've even built themselves a little beach hut. It's 6 p.m. and time for Junie to walk the dogs. More and more foreigners are trying to settle down in Thailand, but very few manage to set up any kind of business. Being accepted by the Thais takes a lot of perseverance. Like so many others, Junie came to live here, and armed with nothing but her heart and her courage, succeeded in combining her twin passions, cooking and animals.
Before I turned 40, I felt I kind of stagnated a little bit. I did have everybody thought I had a very good career. I was a designer. We did exciting jobs for the film industry, artists, events, whatever. But it didn't really give me anything at the end. So I wanted to follow a little bit my more passions. So I've combined food, meeting people, cooking together with people, and my passion for animals since I was a little girl. So yeah, they're kind of combined. So yeah, doing what I wanted to do.
We now leave Koh Lanta for the legendary destination that is Koh Phi Phi. This is also an archipelago made up of 2 islands, Phi Phi Don with its hordes of tourists and cabin cruisers, and wild and idyllic Phi Phi Lay. From Phi Phi Don's high points, you can see the shape of the island, which is totally unique, with its amazing cliffs linked by a strip of sand which forms two beautiful beaches. Lodalum faces the rising sun, while Ton Sai faces the setting sun. On the 26th of December 2004 at 10:37 a.m., Phi Phi Don was laid waste by a tsunami, which completely destroyed all of the hotels and the other tourist infrastructure between the beaches. But the following year, the Thais began rebuilding, and there are now more buildings than ever before. Ton Sai Beach leads to Koh Phi Phi village with its narrow streets swarming with holidaymakers. During the high season, this little island attracts over 5,000 tourists a day. Mainly young people from all over the world who come to party. As in all such places, tattoos are almost the norm. This American tourist is getting a splendid tattoo of Thor, the Norse god of thunder. It's about as far as you can get from Thai mythology. Although this place does also offer traditional tattoos, known as sakyant. The tattooist prepares his needle carefully. He then applies a camphor-based ointment to numb the skin. Nonetheless, this is still more painful than a normal tattoo done with a dermograph or tattoo gun. Such is the price of authenticity. Sakyant usually represent prayers to Buddha. Monks say that these tattoos offer invulnerability to bullets. The main reason for Koh Phi Phi's popularity is that this was the location for the film The Beach, which starred Leonardo DiCaprio. More specifically, Maya Beach on the wild island of Phi Phi Lay. It is, without a doubt, one of the world's most beautiful beaches. To make the most of it, you have to get there early in the morning before the crowds. Nestling in a natural bay, protected by cliffs, Maya Beach lives up to its reputation, but also suffers because of it. Up until a few years ago, it was known only to a very few travelers. But since the film's global success, tourists come here in droves. And today, Leonardo DiCaprio would have to pursue his quest elsewhere. Adapted from Alex Garland's novel, the beach tells the story of a young American who is trying to escape the crowds of travelers and finds himself on the world's most beautiful island, which is home to a hippie community. But their utopian society among the coconut trees gradually becomes a dictatorship, and tragedy ensues. A cruel turn of events for this once unspoiled strip of land, now invaded by tourists. Who will post the best photo on Facebook? Like Richard, the film's hero, we escape as soon as we can. We take refuge on another Pipilay beach, Monkey Beach, so called because of its colony of macaques. Their antics delight visitors to the beach. Feeding them is permitted, but watch out, they bite. We explore Koh Phi Phi even further, seeking to uncover its closely guarded secrets. With the dolphins for company, we make our way through narrow channels between the cliffs, which lead us to some real little gems. This may be where we find a Garden of Eden at the end of the world. This beach is guarded by a Thai man who takes care of it all year round. Its unique selling point is that only one pirogue can land here at any one time. So it's first come, first served. Nothing or no one can disturb this perfect moment. Despite having lost their innocence, the islands of the Andaman Gulf are full of surprises and leave the traveler with wonderful memories of a holiday in paradise.